charge $35 for beautiful, a joint, and a beer.
Like, does it hurt?
Yeah.
You have this long to complete the interview. This is my little boy Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
And why did you choose to name him Whiskey?
It's my favorite drink.
Word.
I make my cigarettes from scratch. These were actually grown from Native American shamans, and they rarely give this out to anybody.
You have like the peak of your career album, and now you have to follow that up. So now what?
You know, it was difficult after Tickets came out, having this urge to make another rap album. Should we rock one real quick? Definitely, we could go crazy. Like 3-5. You're in the kitchen today. Pop punk's so fun. And I also feel like I owed it to my discography and to myself to show that Tickets to My Downfall wasn't luck. Like, no, I can get a #1 album in rock and overall twice.
Him and Travis had an itch to get back in the studio, and you know, you said you should do it. You know what I mean? Like, they have a great chemistry and they have a great vibe, and he's able to take feedback and listen, and it's turned out to be great art.
That tour that I just did was so energetic and so fun, and we have this huge arena stadium tour that we're about to do. I want to own the summers. You never forget the soundtracks to your summers when you're a kid. You know, Future or the Blink-182s, those people resonate so many years later with us because they were a part of our fun times. You know what I mean? And the world's so dark, it like robbed us of fun for years now, so it's like time to get back to the fun. And I just wanted to be a part of that. You know, I want to be nostalgic for our generation 10 years from now. Tickets to My Downfall was like high school, and this album is like college, and it's a blend of like everything I've learned in my years of musicianship. This is the new generation. This is the new wave.
With this album, I think we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. And our journey has been a long journey, and we're just now getting to this point. So I think we got so much more left in the tank.
Just getting started, kinda, in a way.
Before it was the music business, right? You was looking for talent, finding talent, making sure that, you know, you brought it to the limelight. I think for this, I found a family.
Brooke actually got a way cooler story than me, so I'm gonna let him tell it.
It was my last class of the day, and my phone was ringing, and I seen it was Slim, which is his best friend, and I like ran out of my classroom to answer the phone. He's like, "Hey man, like, just seen a couple of your videos. Like, any chance you could come to Cleveland today and try out?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." I just never went back to school. Like, that was it. And ever since.
Time for you to go back to school, buddy.
Don't fuck. Group effort. Whoa! Damn. That was it.
My friend always jokes, he's always like, rich off pop punk. And it's like, I know that it kills like certain bands in that community that I got the success that I got, but I earned that shit. Dude, I was fucking loading up the van with our drums and amps in 2010, going to driving to Indiana and Chicago and all these places playing Warped Tour.
We did 99 shows in 105 days. I think we did 26 shows straight.
I opened for Tech Nine. Same year, opening for Rick Ross, Wale, and Meek Mill. I just did it all. It's not about switching, it's not about that, it's just about adding. They'll see the proof, they'll see the hard work. Dude, I can tell you the fucking Wi-Fi codes to venues in Blackfoot, Idaho. From Lithuania to Louisiana. Little venues like this and stadiums like this. I've done it all. This shit isn't new to me, it's true to me. I've been doing this. People's eyes were just not focused in the right direction. They were just looking this way. And they just chose to look when I made it pink and I made the whole album reflect what was already happening. And I'm fully with embracing the irony of all of this stuff, and you know, I'll call it like it is.
He is rap, he is rock, he is pop, he is alternative. He's always been like that. For him, it was his time to make sure that he stamped, you know, the claim that he's the guy. When you think about rock and roll and superstar, that was him.
Our rock and roll isn't even just rock music. Some of our greatest rock stars of our generations are rappers.
Like Lil Wayne.
That motherfucker is everything I loved about the rock stars from back then. That's why it was so cool to watch Wayne. You were like, what is it? Who is this Martian? He goes in the booth and he lays this shit like one time. The sun's coming up and I'm in the car and I'm like, oh my God, I just got this verse from Wayne. Speaking of which, I should play you this song I got with Wayne on the album.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
When I'm this high, I just looked in the mirror, who is this guy?
What do you think? It's a big steering wheel, huh? We'll go cruising in this. This is kind of a cat-friendly car, to be honest. Got big open seats, no gaps. It bums me out so much that like journalists and people in control of headlines and overall mainstream narratives like pin me as this. And I think that's also my own doing, you know, like for my early 20s, I was a very introverted individual because I felt really out of place my whole life, and I countered it by putting on this exoskeleton of arrogance and cockiness. I do come off like where I'm like, oh, I cringe at that. Like, I wish I wouldn't have said, and some stuff I said at the time because the environment at the time was say whatever you can to piss people off. Do I always handle things the right way? No. Am I a human? Yes. You think everything I say I'm proud of or that I like can stand on? Fuck no. There's plenty of stuff I'm embarrassed by or ashamed of. Don't make people villains that are making mistakes.
Do you ever feel like you get caught up in like romanticizing the idea of being tortured?
Do I invite the torture or create the torture on myself? Probably. Romanticize, no. Do I invite? Yes. That's the one fucked up part about the highs you experience from fame and drugs.
Your dad started to really like your music, and then he dies.
So in that moment, when he acknowledged my music, and we bonded over a song, it gave me like the richest memory I'll ever have. Yeah, memory to me is the most wealthy form of currency, and nothing else mattered. People dehumanize me all the time. They like think I'm a character. I'm looking at it, it's written right here, it's Machine Gun Kelly. It's not my name though. My name is Colson Baker, and I have real feelings. I have real loss, I have real vulnerability. You're in control of your own book, you're your own author. Just keep writing, man. New chapters. The protagonist always makes a mistake. The beautiful stories are the ones where it was like, whoa, didn't see that ending coming, what a turnaround. To be honest, dude, I'm an addict. It doesn't matter what I kick. I'll pick something else and put all of my effort and all of my habits right into that. A boy with horns. Dude, I can't wait till people press play on this album. I can't wait till they get to like, just the wonder of like, what am I gonna hear?
98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer. So turns it down and passes it around. There's 97 bottles of beer on the wall.